Alright, good morning pre-algebra. Today we're going to go over assignment L1 2.2, and this is starting the chapter on transformations, and the first one talks about a translation. And I know those sound like they're the same thing, but a translation is a slide, and a transformation is just a change. So, the question is, the blue figure blank a translation of the red figure. So the question is does this slide? Does this triangle slide? And one way that we can tell if it slides is it exactly the same? Are the shapes congruent? So yes, they're congruent. They're the exact same shape, exact same size. And it looks like this blue slid down and then slid over. So yes, this one is a translation. It is a slide. Question number 4, is this one a translation? Is this a slide? Well, it looks like it's the same shape and the same size. However, this one looks like it twisted. So this is not a translation. This is what we call a rotation. So this one is not a translation. It is a rotation. This one here is kind of interesting. I don't understand exactly why the textbook used this, but does it look like it's a slide? Well, it certainly does look like it's a slide. It looks like it slid down and then over, right? And so the correct answer is that it is, but the reason why I don't like this one is because could this one also be a rotation? Yeah, it certainly could be a rotation. This is something that we call rotational symmetry. So it has rotational symmetry, which means you can rotate it and it looks exactly the same as it did before the rotation, right? Some of the other shapes that have rotational symmetry are equilateral triangles, squares, shapes like that. It's interesting that they picked that shape, but it is still a translation because you could see how it would slide. Alright, translate the triangle 4 units to the right and 3 units down. So here's what I'm going to do. 4 units to the right, I'm going to take J, and I'm going to go over 4 units to the right, 3 units down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 units down. 1, 2, 3. So we have a dot. I'm going to use a different color here. Should be right here at 3. Now typically what we call that is we call that J prime, because it's J but it's been moved. If we look at K and we go 4 units to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 units down, 1, 2, 3, we now have K prime, which is just a K with a little mark. And then we've got L. We're going to go 4 units to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 units down. 1, 2, 3. And so that is going to be right there. That would be L prime. And our triangle should be congruent. Now it says, well, I want to go back because there's one other way that you could do this, right? You can actually list what they are. Let's say that we found J. J is negative 1, 3. K, let me just put J. K is negative 1, positive 1. And L is negative 4, positive 1. Now let's go to the rules. The rules are telling us 4 units to the right. So if I go 4 units to the right, right is going to be positive. That means my x value, I'm going to add 4. And 3 units down means that my y value, I'm going to minus 3. So we can do this here. J prime, if I just take my x value and I add 4 to it, negative 1 plus 4 is 3. And my y value, I'm going to minus 3 from it. So 3 minus 3 gives me 0. So we should have 3, 3, 0 for j prime. K, I'm going to take my x value and I'm going to add 4. So negative 1 plus 4 is 3. And my y value I'm going to minus 3. So 1 minus 3 is negative 2. So k prime is 3, negative 2. And my L prime, and remember we're just taking the x value and we're adding 4 to it. So negative 4 plus 4 is 0. And 1 minus 3 is going to be negative 2. So we should get 0, negative 2. So you can do this part without a graph. If you wanted to, you could have just looked at the graph pictures and said, you know, j prime is over 3 up 0, k prime is over 3 down 2, and L prime is over 0 down 2. So I wanted to show you both ways to do it. Alright, number 12. The vertices of a triangle, that means the corners of a triangle, are at 0, 1. They're at 1, negative 2. And they're at negative 2, positive 1. So we have an obtuse triangle, like that. And now they're asking us to go 1 unit to the left and 6 units up. So if we take this spot and we go 1 to the left and up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It would be, I'm going to have to do it again. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it looks like it would be right there. Let me use a different color. Okay. Alright. If we take this location and we go 1 to the left and up 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That one's going to be right here. And then the last one, we're going to take this spot, 1 to the left, up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's going to be right there. And so after the translation, we should get two shapes that are exactly the same. They should be congruent. Draw the figure and its image. So here's the figure. So let's see. 0, 1 was L. 1, negative 2 was M. Negative 2, 1 is N. And that would make this N prime, L prime, M prime. And that's all you had to do for that one. Also, if we just do this just as a review, 1 unit to the left means that you would minus 1 from your x, and 6 units up means you would add 6 to your y. Alright, let's go to the next one. Alright, number 14, let's go 0, 1. 0, 1 is there. 1, negative 2 is here. And negative 2, 1 is here. So I thought I was having deja vu, but it is the same shape. Okay, and then I'm going to label these again. This is L, M, N, and they want us to put it through this rule, right? So we are going to add 2 to the x, and to the y we're going to add 3. So if we look at our first location, L, which is 0, 1, we're going to put that through this rule. So we're going to add 2 to the x, so 0 plus 2 is 2, and 1 plus 3 is 4. So my new location is 2, 4. Okay, and this was L prime, I forgot to put that. We have M, which is 1, negative 2. We're going to put that through the rule. to get m prime. So 1, we're going to add 2. 1 plus 2 is 3. Negative 2 plus 3 is positive 1. 3, 1 looks like that. And then we've got n. n is negative 2, 1. We're going to put it through the same rule to get n prime. Negative 2 plus 2 for the x is 0. Positive 1 plus 3 is 4. So 0, 4 is like that. Here is n prime, L prime, M prime. And if you wanted to check it, when you say x plus 2, it means that you're going to go right 2. And y plus 3 means you're going to go up 3. So if you took a point, just to double check, and say, here, I'm going to go right 2, 1, 2, and up 3. 1, 2, 3. That worked. If I take this one, and I go right 2, 1, 2, up 3. 1, 2, 3. That worked. If I take this point, right 2, up 3. That one worked also. Question number 17. Describe the translation from the point to its image. So here's our original, right? How do you go from 3 to 1? What's happening to the x value? The x value going from 3 to 1 means that you minus 2, right? And on the y value, how do you go from negative 2 to 0? Negative 2 to 0 means that you had to add 2. So what does this mean? X minus 2 means that on the x-axis, you're moving, because it's negative, you're moving to the left 2. So 2 units left, and y plus 2 means on the y-axis, you're going up 2. Right, so we're going up 2. So we're going to say 2 units up. That's how you would do number 17. Alright, describe the translation from the red figure to the blue figure. So, let's focus on one vertex. So if we start here, we know we got to end up there. There's 2 ways that you can get there. The first way is you could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the right. And then you would have to go down, right? So let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the right. Then you'd have to go down 1, 2, 3. Right? 6 units to the right, down 3. And we know this slide, you could do this slide another way. So there's actually 2 answers here. Let's say that we're going to go to the same point. Except this time we're going to go down 1, 2, 3. And then over to the right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So either one, 6 right, down 3, or you could go down 3, right, 6. Either one works, right? Now, they may have wanted you to do this by x first and then y, because that's how we write things in a coordinate plane. And so the change in x is left or right. So they may have wanted you to they may have preferred this one in the textbook. However, they're both right. Remember that if you go 6 to the right, that's going to mean that you're taking your x and you're adding 6. Down 3, that means your y value, you're minusing 3. Alright guys, that does it for the homework assignment, L1. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys soon.